Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News. I'm Ben, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This week we bring you the weirdest things we can find on the internet. It's a world of weird, people.
Very weird.
Should point out this is the sister show to Cutting Through the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, and you can follow us on Facebook if you like at Cutting Through the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. You can follow us on Amazon. we probably are on Amazon Music, possibly. Have we taken that corporate shilling yet? Are we ever going to?
We're on Spotify.
Spotify,
yeah.
There we go, boom. Facebook at Cutting Through the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. YouTube is Apocalypse Bull. And SoundCloud, Spotify, most of the podcasting platforms is Cutting Through the Bull in the PTA. I got there in the end.
Woo.
Had a bit of a mind fart then.
Yeah.
So do you remember the UFO sighting from last week in Vegas, and like the family reported seeing 7-8 foot tall aliens in their garden?
And we listened to the 911 call, didn't we?
That's correct, yeah. Well, we just got a clear entity image and a little series of other images that could or could not be aliens.
Are they like blob squatches?
No, one's very clear.
Oh, okay.
I watched the little video that you posted in the group chat.
Oh, brilliant, that's the one with...
I've not seen these. No.
No!
I don't get bloody notifications on Messenger most of the time, so I don't know.
Change your settings.
I have. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I only know because I hear a little bleep. I think.
You got a Samsung?
Yeah. It's an old one as well, it's an S10.
Android's no good. Here's the clearest photo yet of the alien in Las Vegas. This is taken from a Ring doorbell.
Whoa. Now if that's real,
I know, man.
if this is real, that is an alien. There's no fucking denying, there's no two ways about it. If this is real...
It's got some great collarbones.
It's certainly a non-human intelligence.
It's an alien.
Yeah.
Could be multidimensional.
It's an alien.
Could be us in the future.
No, that's a grey. That is the stereotypical fucking grey. And
Tall grey, isn't it?
Tall,
Yeah,
great,
it
7 to
still
8
could
foot.
be somebody in a suit and a mask.
Yeah, but if
couldn't
it's
it?
It's
not,
one hell of a suit and a mask though, isn't it?
If it's not, and it
You
is
can make all
real...
sorts these days.
Yeah, but if this
Give
is
you AI now.
But if this is all linked to these sightings and people seeing them in the gardens, etc., only a couple of weeks back, and now this
Oh, it's the same area, mate. It's the same event.
So this is what I mean.
This,
So
this is from a neighbour's house, apparently.
yeah, so this is
the Ring
from
doorbell
that
footage.
tells me that this isn't someone dressed up as a fucking alien.
The only trouble is, I got a suspicion it's fake.
Mike thinks it might be fake.
Because
AI.
who's this neighbour's just uploaded this? If I saw that on my,
Yeah, but maybe he didn't realise until he doesn't look at his footage until a week later. Maybe he saw the article or whatever a week later and thought, oh fuck, I'll check my footage, and then he's found it and gone, shit, they're dead.
yeah, no one's gone to the interview or anything like that. Did you see it? Did you?
Maybe he wants to remain anonymous.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wouldn't the FBI be around there getting all the Ring
Well, maybe
doorbell
they are.
footage?
Well,
Maybe they are, and this is the one that's been leaked.
Maybe. I mean, if it is true, then fuck me.
What's the video?
it's genuinely terrifying, actually. I'd shit my pants.
The video, what we sent in the chat, it's just a summary of all this.
Oh, okay.
Could we just watch that little bit with the Ring doorbell video? So Pete can see it, and then we'll cut out and we'll come back. Yeah. So, right, we just watched the video of the footage. I think the Ring doorbell might be the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't very long footage though. It seemed to be 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
With
It's like a still, isn't it, I think? Is it?
with the alien sort of coming towards it. Why haven't they released the whole lot?
If you were in the house and you
Good
saw
question.
you had a Ring doorbell alert, someone's at the door, 'cause it's night, it wakes you up and you look down in the camera and you see that, I'd shit the bed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it was somebody playing a practical joke. I would.
Would you?
I still shit the bed first.
Like I say, where's this image come from?
Yeah.
So it's apparently some neighbour. You know what I mean? They got to track this guy down, haven't they, and find out the truth.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. And it's never made clear who that's come from.
So I think it's too good. That is. I mean, if that's true, that's
Where's that picture from?
what I'm saying. It's from a neighbour's.
Yeah, but that's a different alien to the one that was in that.
Oh, that's
video.
a picture that was apparently taken through a window. He saw the dogs were barking. He turned the light on to look out the window, and he saw that. And he managed to take a picture.
If that's genuine, that's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm dubious about that one. But the main video that the guys release, and you see him in the yard, the one's got the gun out. Now that we know is from them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a bit behind the fence you can see like a little eye, perhaps, and
peeking through a gap.
fingers peeking through a gap in the fence.
Fingers there. Then the light changes. The light definitely changes. Something rises up. You can see the light change. Something's behind that fence.
Now that one I think is more credible. Even though you can't really see a lot, I just don't know about
It's
that.
the face in the background.
Because that is a picture of an alien, isn't it? You can't mistake that.
No.
But where's it come from? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
Yeah.
So that isn't from the original footage uploaded from that family, is it?
No.
You can find this, by the way, on www.ufosightingsfootage.uk. So this my article comes from. The incident occurred on May 1st, 2023, when the Las Vegas Metro Police received reports of two unidentified objects falling from the sky just after one cop's body cam footage shows one of the UFOs falling out the sky.
I didn't know it was two objects, I thought it was just the one.
Interesting.
They didn't make that very clear in the original
No.
news.
The fact
They
that
did
the
not.
first one was a cop body cam, that gives it credibility.
Of course
doesn't
it does, yeah. Was it just a shooting star?
It's a blue shooting star if it is.
Clear as fucking
You hear
day
that
when
thud,
can see
didn't
it,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was that
The
big,
meteorite, yeah, where's the impact
the
crater
damage.
and that and-
Well, that would have, as we know from the one that went over Russia, was it Russia or Ukraine?
yeah, the one in Russia in the city where
Yeah.
it put out all the windows.
You look at the damage the sonic boom of that created.
Yeah.
So, where that was, if that
It
was
was an airburst, wasn't it, the Russian one?
yeah, but
Yeah.
if that was the same though, then there would be damage from it.
But this thing came down
Unless
the
it was in a
yard.
field, obviously.
There's no crater, and it's quite an earthen yard because they've got JCBs and that out there. So there's a circular imprint on the floor, in the dust, in the dirt, but there's no impact crater, and it comes down with a thud. You hear that thud in the video.
Yeah. That's where the FBI and all that, the task force will be, won't it? Sniffing around that bit.
Of course, the family actually vanished for a couple of days, and then they came back, and the guy who reported them at the phone call, who made the phone call to the police in the first place, and he's on that video we watched. They go through the fence. He's done a TikTok saying, I don't want to talk about it anymore, I've got anxiety over it.
Everyone's probably just made them feel like shit about it and
Yeah,
like it's not true.
Or
And-
he's been told not to talk about it anymore.
that's also a possibility, isn't it?
Or they went away with the FBI for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's been
Or-
told not to talk about it anymore.
Or they were just fucking scared. That's just happened in their own home. You'd go
Yeah.
off to your aunt, your sister, anybody's can we stay at your house, please?
Yeah. Too right.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but were they taken away for a bit of gentle persuasion or bribe?
Yeah.
You know, it's weird that the attitude completely changed, but I understand his reasoning for what he says. If I'd seen something like that, I'd have anxiety attacks. And oh Christ, we're gonna have an alien war soon. These things are real. Non-human intelligences are real.
And just think how many people want to talk to him and harassing him and...
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to go back to that Pentagon release a couple of months back when they said they believe there's a strong possibility that there's a mothership just outside our solar system.
That was just speculation, but could
I
be
don't
true.
think it was. I don't
Maybe
think
it
it was
wasn't.
speculation. I think they know there is one.
Maybe.
And I think they know that this is happening.
Or maybe it's part of the fake alien war.
It could be that completely.
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
There can't be something that close to us because we've got astronomers that will But
But if they were being
Tell.
silenced, most of them work for NASA anyway.
And
There's a lot of amateurs looking
I
at
was
It's
gonna
not
say,
that amateurs,
spotted
but
it.
if they do see something, maybe they, give it a don't say anything.
But it's
like that.
only the most powerful ones that we've got
Yeah, we'll be looking out into
that would be
the
able
edges
to
of the
see,
solar system.
that would be able to see those kind of distances anyway.
And plus, how big is this thing? I mean, it's difficult to spot Pluto, isn't it? For example, the telescope is very small, isn't it?
Well, it'll be picking like the radio wave telescopes, won't they, picking that thing up? Stuff like Jodrell Bank.
Or maybe they've got a cloaking device and they can't pick it up.
Maybe they're hidden on the dark side of the moon,
Yeah.
the mothership.
Well, we've got solar wars and it's fine. That's why there hasn't been the alien war yet. They haven't strayed into the solar system.
Certainly an interesting one, this, isn't it?
It is.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
Yes, we'll have an update next week about David Grush. He's done an interview we need to talk about.
Moving on. Let me have my werewolf. Statue outside of Pika home causes debate among neighbours.
It's a pretty badass statue.
A Halloween decoration that is still standing outside of a Pika home months after October the 31st is at the centre of a debate in the neighbourhood.
I'm assuming Peak is in America, isn't it? This is from the WHIO TV7 news channel. I'm assuming Ohio. I don't know.
Maybe. Mary Simmons is a self-proclaimed lover of Halloween, and part of her love of the holiday includes her nearly 10-foot tall werewolf statue, which she's named Phil.
And why not?
Phil. Recently, the city of Pika left a notice on Simmons' door asking her to please take down the seasonal wolf decoration. Since Phil was labelled as seasonal, Simmons has decided to make him seasonal for every holiday. Currently, the statue is dressed in red, white and blue for Flag Day and the 4th of July. I'm trying to find a pilgrim outfit or stuffed turkey, she said.
It's like yeah,
There
it's
you
like
go.
the big bad wolf.
Looks badass.
I bet he's scaring some of the children.
Yeah, but once they know it's just a model,
Walking down
it's a
the road,
statue.
walking.
I mean, it might freak you out if you take the wrong turn and just fucking, you've had a few.
Also, walking home at night pissed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, definitely catch you off guard if you weren't aware it was there.
Yeah, but other than that,
But aware.
no.
I didn't even try that time. It just came out.
Apparently, the city said the Simmons is allowed to leave Phil up if she wants.
Yeah, they back down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I mean, you had a unicorn's head impaled on a traffic cone, Claire.
Yeah, that's what's outside my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always find that a bit disturbing as I walk up to knock on the door. Like, wow, it's like she's killed a unicorn. Mounted its head as a trophy at the door.
She likes that silvery blood of hers and
Yes.
wants to live forever.
I just thought I was leaving the horses outside.
Oh, Phil, I like it. Phil the werewolf.
Yeah.
Right. Florida man almost loses leg to flesh-eating disease after getting bitten in a family brawl.
It would.
Jesus.
Let's just focus on the main factor here.
I thought it was going to be a...
Florida man.
Yeah.
It's Florida man.
Had to happen to him, didn't it?
So he developed this flesh-eating infection after he was bitten during a family... So it's going to be another member of the family.
Yeah, bit him in the thigh.
Oh... So, Donny Adams, 53-year-old
Did they have
funeral
rabies or
assistant.
something?
You get a staph infection, didn't you?
So he's from the Tampa suburb of Riverview. Went to the emergency room in February to treat a bump the size of a dollar coin on his upper left thigh. He was sent home with a tetanus shot and antibiotics, but the injury got worse over the next few days, becoming red, swollen, painful to the touch. His thigh almost looked like orange peel because of the swelling underneath,
Oh, fucking hell.
No.
said Dr. Fritz Brink. Oh, crikey.
Wow, what a name, Dr. Fritz Brink. I brought you back from the
Brink. Brink and Adams told him that he'd sustained the bite while breaking up a family altercation.
At least he wasn't fighting.
He pulled them off each other and in the process he got bit.
Fuck.
A savage
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, just a bit. But you know what? It's America. I admire them straight for not pulling the gun.
What the fuck were these people carrying in their saliva?
Who's to say?
Or did it just get infected after?
They rushed Adams to the operating room in Florida Northside Hospital on February 19th, and then he had to undergo a second surgery several days later. I'm assuming he got
Mm.
infected, and these things happen with.
Well, I want to name Dr. Fritz Brink. It's Florida man. Yeah, just a bit.
You know, it, these things happen with you know. It's Yeah. Damn.
It's not good, is it?
No.
Family event that went sour.
We've all been to one.
Oh yeah.
Poor bugger.
Never been bitten and contracted flesh-eating diseases afterwards though. That's the difference.
Only the leprosy, eh?
He goes, I would have lost my leg if he'd have waited a day or two, based on how the infection was growing in that region.
Bloody hell, he's lucky then.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got sepsis or something, or something nasty.
Flesh-eating bacteria, they said.
Yeah.
Oof.
Human mouth does have like hundreds of different bacteria in it. We're not designed to bite each other.
No.
Yeah,
Or we are. It's like our own biological weapon.
Oh, maybe.
But surely if it's a flesh-eating disease, why isn't it eating away the person's mouth? It contains it. I don't know.
It wasn't so much that he passed on a flesh-eating disease.
He caught it somehow.
He obviously didn't keep his
Open
wound
wound,
clean or something, and
Must have
he's
been.
got some shit in it. Simple as that.
It's got some shit in it. Just try to make a poultice out of shit.
It'll be
Shit
fine.
and moss. And tie it round with this dirty rag.
He's caught it from the hospital or whatever, you know. Hospital.
He's a funeral assistant. I mean, maybe he got a bit of dead skin on it.
Oh. Necrotic.
Wow.
Either way, it can only happen to a Florida man.
Yeah.
Man fakes his death before arriving at his own funeral in a helicopter to teach family a lesson. I saw this, I never saved it.
Never.
It's a bit of a cruel fucking thing, but David Barton, known on TikTok as Ragnar LeFou, said he felt unappreciated by his relatives. A Belgian man has explained why he faked his own death and turned up to his funeral in a helicopter to the shock of his loved ones. David Barton, 45, claimed he carried out the elaborate prank to teach members of his family a lesson about the importance of staying in touch with one another. Barton, who posed on TikTok by the name Ragnar LeFou, told French chat show Touché par mon poste that he orchestrated the stunt because he felt unappreciated by some of his relatives.
If I did that, right, my old man would beat me for one. I feel unappreciated, you little shit.
I think my mum would beat me more in all fairness for doing
I
it.
think all my brothers would beat me. Probably most of my cousins and uncles and aunties, they would all beat me. And I think they'd never speak to me again. So it'd probably...
I think they probably wanted to, but there was a film crew recording the scene when he landed.
Yeah.
He thought that one through then.
Yeah, because obviously you're being filmed, you can't, you know, they want to seem like they can accept the joke and everything.
They're going to smack him out live on TikTok, aren't they? They're going to spark him out live on TikTok.
Want to though.
He'd want to. I bet he got beaten after when the camera crew had
It's a
gone.
film crew for the show, isn't it?
Yeah, but when they've gone.
It's like a Jeremy Beadle scam, wasn't it?
Oh God.
I bet someone was mouthing off for touch.
His daughters, for God's sake. He's got daughters, he's got family. His daughters, like.
Thought he was dead.
And he was dead.
Rest in peace, Daddy. I will never stop thinking about you.
Why is life so unfair? You're going to be a grandfather and you said your whole life ahead of you. I love you, I love you. She's pregnant. And he's just like, oh fuck, I'm going to fake my own death. They're not appreciative of me. Because she could have lost the baby, couldn't she? That's what was shock at that time.
Well, apparently the prank did not sit well with viewers and many people criticised Barton for being cruel to his
Yeah,
family.
fucking right.
It is cruel.
It's a dick move.
It's a tick move. But
It's funny though, isn't it?
It's not. It's not.
we'd have watched that in the early 90s if Jeremy Beadle had done it.
No,
We'd have watched it.
No. Having a family of my own, having kids and shit, I know what it would do to my kids if they thought I was dead.
Yeah.
And,
Especially
how
when
could
one's
you
pregnant.
how could you put that pain on
I'd stop
somebody?
laughing.
Now, alright, I know in France and countries like that, people die and within about 3 or 4 days they're buried. It's not like...
I think it's just within 3 or 4 days it came back from the dead.
No, within 3 or 4 days in most of Europe, most of the rest of the world, people are buried within a few days. It's only in this fucking stupid country it takes a month and a half before we can bury somebody. It's not like that.
There is a bit of a backlog, isn't there?
It's not just that. It's always been the same, mate. It's
I've
always been the same.
gone to one within a week.
As if they need a post-mortem.
It depends, doesn't it?
A post-mortem.
Even my
Man,
nan, like 15, nearly 20 years ago, whatever, It was at least 2-3 weeks before she was buried. But I'm talking most of the countries, it's within a few days.
Yeah, it's a Catholic faith, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get them underground as soon as they
In
can.
this country, where, like, you know, it might take you.
Especially in Islamic world. Sorry, Claire. No.
It might take you a week just to get used to the fact that you just like, you know, and then you start thinking about funeral preparations. That we're just a little bit, because it's not tied to, we're not tied to a religion and that lot.
But either way,
it says we've got to do it in 72 hours. or
Either way, my
whatever.
point
That's
is-
why we're a bit more.
Do you know why he did it?
Why?
He said he was hurt because he never got invited to anything by his family members.
He's the drunken fool. That's why.
Yeah.
To quote him, nobody sees me, we all grew apart, I felt unappreciated. That's why I wanted to give them a life lesson and show them you shouldn't wait until someone is dead to meet up with them.
he's right in what he's saying, because it was only a couple of months back I had a family funeral, and I hadn't seen most of my family for years.
Oh, my
And a
family
lot
lives
of
together for
them-
weddings and funerals.
And a lot
Same
of them
with
live
family.
quite close, like within, literally I could walk to a few of my cousins' house.
I've got cousins that live 20 miles away and I've never met them.
I've got cousins I've never met, but they live like thousands of miles away and shit, so fair enough. But yeah, I've not seen some of my cousins for 5-6 years, and they live a 5-minute walk from my house. It's shameful, really. And it's I understand his point, because I do, but dick move.
In all fairness, he did apparently kind of tell his kids after a couple of days. Well, not in all fairness, he let them believe for a couple of days and he told them he was alive and they had to fake it for the video.
So they were in on it for the funeral, basically.
Yeah.
Just the rest of the family that weren't.
Yeah.
But either way, even fucking an hour of that pain would be
Yeah.
horrible.
There you go there for 2 days.
That's what, even an hour of that
Yeah.
would be unbearable. So I think that's cruel as fuck. You could have done it in a different way, dickhead.
you
Oh
think-
well.
You've got a lot of fucking likes there, but which has
Okay.
created a lot more revenue, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He can afford a helicopter to fly in and pay for his own funeral.
I'm just thinking about Jeremy Beadle flying a helicopter with his little withered hand.
I don't think they let him do that.
Alive.
No, he's
He
dead
died
now.
years ago.
Yeah.
It's a shame, really.
I don't think they let him do that, Mike. I just don't.
I thought it was a shame because he was quite an inoffensive bloke in a way. He wasn't a dick or anything, was he?
Well, he certainly wasn't a charmer now. Still, he worked on TV for years.
Yeah, he was one of the normals.
That we know of.
Oh God, if that ever came out. What if
Nothing's
Jimmy
ever come
Beadle
up.
used his little hand to do other things?
Oh no.
He especially had it deformed so he could fondle children.
No, it was just like a stroke of nature. Like he was a perfect
Well, let's
predator.
not go there.
Anyway,
Let's
no. Jeremy
leave
Beadle was
Jeremy
not
Beadle.
a predator.
No, he was not. He was a very
just
reputable man, I'm sure.
He was just a genuinely funny bloke.
Yeah.
He was the birth of bloody You've Been Framed, let's face
I
it.
thought you were
yeah.
going to say like disability. What's it called? Third equality.
And do you know what though? He was one of the earliest disabled people we would have seen on our
Yeah,
TV.
it's true.
He used to hide that little hand, didn't
He
he?
tried to, didn't he? But I think as the years went on,
He just saw
he
you
did get more frequent with it, and he did start waving his hand about
Yeah.
to make you see it, and I think that was good. But yeah,
It was good.
Bless him. God rest his soul.
Yeah. R.I.P.D.
But he was just waving about so he could see.
R.I.P.D. to Jeremy Beadle.
I bet he
Try
felt-
to maintain.
He did feel like he had a massive cock though, didn't he?
When Deadpool gets
he
his,
thought-
his
he
hand
thought-
cut off and he's got his little baby handbag.
He thought he had
And
a-
he's like, oh, I'm masturbating tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel huge. It's funny when Deadpool does it, but not Jeremy Beadle. That's still funny.
Moving on.
Yes.
Yeah, swiftly.
US couple struggle to bank huge haul of pennies.
Oh God.
A couple in California are in for a penny, in for a pound, after finding what they estimate to be 1 million copper pennies in a basement.
Nice.
Jesus.
They discovered a bag of coins while cleaning her late father's Los Angeles home around 9 months ago.
What a nice thing to find that is.
Yep.
I mean, they're never going to take it in one go, though, are they? They're going to go, alright, you're going to bring that into us in bits.
It's worth $10,000, that's £8,000.
Well,
One local bank told Mr. Reyes it had no room in the vault to take the coins. Don't bring them here, the manager of a Wells Fargo branch told him.
How dare you? You're a bloody bank.
Exactly.
You will take my money.
Legal tender, I'll have you know.
I just hate the fact they haven't got those big safes with the massive wheel with the spokes on anymore. You know, like a good old-fashioned bank safe.
Then there'll be a good old-fashioned bank robber.
Yes, it's all electronic now. How much
Most
cash
of-
they
I
actually
say-
keep on site nowadays?
Most of the money doesn't really exist anymore, does it?
That's an interesting question. How much would a bank actually have? A normal high street bank, how much would they actually have on any given day?
It's got to be in the thousands, but it's not going to be anything like what you would expect it to
No.
be.
No, it's not like I'm breaking into the Bank of London with all them safe deposit boxes, is it?
Nah.
I'd love to though.
You wouldn't be going out with $1 million, would you?
Nah, definitely not. It's not even worth doing it nowadays.
There's not many high street banks left, is there really?
Yeah.
So,
You're lucky to get 50 quid if you went into HSBC nowadays, wouldn't you? Eh? Give me all your cash. What? What's that? You know that paper stuff? What? No, don't know what you're on about.
We've got 50
Here's a-
quid
here's
in
a
a
funny little-
half-eaten cheese and onion roll from Greg's.
It's a funny little plastic card though, that's got money on it. Has it?
Give me all your credit cards.
Well, the coins, which are made from pure copper, predate 1943.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they're probably worth fucking... Sell them for the scrap value
When
then?
the US began using other metals to make the 1 cent coin due to World War II shortages, pennies are now made primarily from zinc. The home was built in the early 1900s and the families believed it may have been a bed and breakfast at one point, and they're selling it online now for $25,000 a lot. They can't be bothered to look through see if there's any rare pennies, so it's worth 10,000 monetary. They're selling it for 25,000 for the lot.
no banks will take them then. I'd be
Apparently not.
Well, no, I'd be like, you know, someone's got to take them. I'd be writing to different banks.
Yeah, but they can only get 10,000 for it to
Oh,
take to
no,
the bank.
yeah, so they 25,000. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there might be some rare ones in there which
Yeah.
will sell for more, so... It's like, alright, instead of us searching through 1 million coins to find rare coins, we'll just give you the lot for 25 grand. If you find anything rare, that's yours, that's fine, you
How
sell
much is
that.
the postage?
Well, when they put the
Collection
bags in the
only.
car, they had to drive in the slow lane. The car wouldn't go any faster.
There we
It's
have
got
it.
at least a ton of coins there.
Just take it to Vegas and play penny slots. Just continually for the next 3 months.
I don't think they'll work anymore. They're like predating 1930s. They're like really
Well,
old coins.
the thing is, they're actually made of copper, so scrap value alone would be probably 10 grand if you got 1 million coins.
A couple of ton of copper.
I mean, Rick from Pawn Stars would have to get someone in to figure that out, wouldn't he? I don't know how much it's worth. I'll call in an expert, I know a guy.
Do you save your pennies?
The pounds look after themselves.
Jamie's got a penny.
Yeah.
Penny.
Yeah, me too, yeah. Pennies,
Yeah.
2p's and 5s.
I don't have cash anymore. It's very rare I have cash on me. Very rare.
But I haven't got 1 million of them.
Nah.
And finally,
Well, just to verify that, a ton of copper is worth about nearly 10 grand
Yeah.
in US. So you imagine it's probably 2 tons of copper there. So you're talking 20 grand in scrap value.
Yeah, and then of course if
you
there
could
are any
melt
rare
if you
coins
could
in
melt
there,
it down, like, and do that, yeah. But yeah, cool.
then you've got the possibility that there's like really valuable coins in there, and I'd buy a bag of pennies off them. It's like a potluck thing.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
through them all. Any rare ones, I might make 25 grand on one coin if it's particularly rare from the 30s.
Yeah.
All
are they
else.
that rare? Are they that rare?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out
Probably gonna
there.
be
I know you can get some pretty rare of our coins from when the mint stopped in the World War. So that, like, there have been like only a couple of thousand coins made within this particular year. I think it was like 43 or something,
Maybe
or 42.
I don't know.
But I know you can get some of them that are pretty valuable because there was only like 1,000 made throughout the whole year because they shut the mint down.
Yeah, possibly.
So yeah.
But either way, you might make more than your investment on it. It's a gamble.
Yeah,
It's like storage hunters. You buy a random sack of pennies, hoping there's one gem in there.
Yeah. Anyway, so finally, to finish off on a really light note, I had, not me, this is a quote,
No, it was Pete. This is taken from his diary. I read it earlier.
a quote, the quote from Mail Online is, I had horrendous diarrhea and sickness during a 15-hour flight to LA after I was served the wrong croissant. Gluten intolerant backpacker cries in the toilet after pastry causes nasty sickness.
That is a bit of a shitter, isn't it? Having
I know,
diarrhea on a 15-hour flight to
I know,
LA.
but if you were gluten intolerant and that, why would you have?
She served the wrong kind of croissant.
Yeah.
Why would you have a croissant?
Because you can have gluten free.
I know, but why risk it? Would you
Well,
not be
because
like,
you're
is that
expecting-
definitely gluten free? Can you fucking get me the packet? Show me, please. If it was going to cause you that much anguish, you'd fucking double, triple, quadruple
I don't know,
check,
would you?
wouldn't you?
You'd expect them to serve
I
the right
wouldn't.
one.
You'd expect an airline to fucking sort. Would you fuck?
This is a 15-hour flight, Pete. You order your meals in with it.
Yeah, but I would be
Check
double
too.
and triple checking with that person bringing me my fucking meal. This is definitely gluten free, yeah? Because I'm incredibly allergic.
And what if
You've
there's been a
gotta go
mix-up and they
fucking
don't know?
double
They
check.
think it is the gluten-free one. This is really what's happened.
Yeah, but
It's a
you'd
complete
certainly
mix-up.
make sure that they double, triple checked for you, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I would.
I mean, like, can you cut mine separate so I know it's mine? I'll wait till the end.
Well, this is it. If you were that allergic and it was going to cause you that much anguish from it, you would fucking make sure that what you were eating wasn't going to do that to you. End of.
Then you might get a pissy croissant.
Someone's
Someone's pissed on
fucking
your
eat
croissant.
it, would you? You just wouldn't fucking
This is a very
eat it.
lip-dripping croissant. You
No, it's obviously dried since, but the piss has been soaked into the croissant.
Anyway, so poor lass.
She still knows your croissant was full of piss, man. What kind of croissants do you eat? It's not like really soggy ones. It'd be limp.
Well, I played the biscuit game with croissants. So mine are always dripping wet.
Christ.
The French do that. They dip it in the coffee, don't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Chloe, 25-year-old, she has celiac disease, which is an autoimmune condition. It's when the immune system attacks and breaks down your own tissues, basically, when you eat gluten.
Nasty.
It's not nice. But this is my point. If you had that, you'd be fucking triple checking, wouldn't you? You wouldn't take the risk. Now, unless it's been labelled wrong, then you're suing.
It's
You're
still in a
making
packet.
fucking
I mean,
millions.
That's a point. I'd demand some compensation.
Do right.
Free flight for starters.
So, yeah, so footage, the worst flight of my life, shows a tearful traveller inside the airline bathroom explaining what had happened, trying to make herself sick. So after spending an hour throwing up, she spent the remainder of the time feeling nauseous with bad stomach cramps and diarrhoea. Also claims suffered from itchy skin and she'll have to cope with the mental repercussions of what happened for a couple of weeks at least. Brain fog and feeling depressed, it's all attached apparently. So celiac disease is a condition where your immune system attacks your own tissue. According to the NHS, this damages your gut, small intestine, so your body cannot properly take nutrients.
Affects 1 in 100 people.
1 in 100 people.
That's a shit thing to have.
Yeah. So it doesn't really say like whether it had the ingredients on the packet or what.
It's just like a plain packet. What I read the quote from her there says it was the best croissant I'd ever had.
It probably was because it didn't have. It
Yeah.
had the gluten. It had all the good stuff in it, basically.
That should have been her first fucking red flag, shouldn't it? Hang on, this actually tastes nice. Maybe it isn't the gluten-free one.
So fortunately, last time I realised before I ate it. What?
This has happened to her before.
Oh yeah, so it's happened to her before, but fortunately she realised before she ate it. This time she didn't.
Yeah.
She must have been that fucking hungry. She just snuffed it all down and like a
Well,
truffle hunting pig. And
I wouldn't
feel
like.
for her, and I hope she gets a little bit of money coming her way.
it's a. I put blame onto her in the sense that if you're that bad, you should have double fucking checked. And I'm sure she will in the future. But obviously the onus is on the airline for providing her with that, because I would presume. Now I know you should never assume because
Makes an ass out of you and me.
precisely you would assume that she pre-ordered it with her dietary requirements, so the airlines are fucked up, so they owe a big chunk of money.
People make mistakes, don't they? And sadly, this mistake caused her extreme discomfort because I wouldn't like to have explosive diarrhea on a plane.
No, God no. You wouldn't want it anywhere.
I can
but
barely fit in the
certainly
toilet, for God's sake. I went in there last time and shoulders are touching the walls.
You come out with all shit at your back.
I was, diarrhea is pretty fucking.
Yeah.
You ain't cracking no emoji. You ain't packing no party pack of emoji, are you, for that flight? You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, my mum would.
Got something for every eventuality, eh, Claire? Eh?
She's not a scouse.
Does she literally have like a packet of medication in her bag for everything?
No, but she always, whenever she goes abroad, she'll always take a bit of Diet Calm and, you know,
Be prepared.
fluid and salt replacing gel.
Diarylites.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
mothers do this sort of thing.
Paracetamol in case you get a headache. Just in her
Oh, my has loads of drugs anyway, to be fair. It's just loads of pills because she had a bariatric surgery, just has loads of vitamins to supplement her food.
And on that cheery note.
Hey, mate, she'd be dead by now if she hadn't have had that. It's a fantastic thing. Yeah, on that cheery note, I've been Ben. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Facebook at Cutting Through the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. YouTube is Apocalypse Bull. And SoundCloud and other podcasting platforms. We're Cutting Through the Bull in the PTA. Don't drink the flavour aid. Don't join a cult. Don't get bitten by a family member during a fight. Hang on. You know what? The aliens are fucking coming too.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
And I've been Claire.
Did you forget who you were then?
I nicked Claire's.
No, he's just nicked my line.
I nicked it.
Don't
I do apologise.
family member.
I do apologise. I should have gone with the aliens are coming.
The alien's coming.
And I've been Pete. Yeah, if you do have celiac, don't buy anything that could be gluten. Simple, really.
I don't took
And
your
if
own
you-
food. Just take your own food.
Yeah.
You can't do it sometimes. Border controls and all that, innit? At the same time, if you do, want to be really prepared, take a 24 pack of nappies with you.
Yeah. And some
Imodium.
diarrhea tablets.
Obviously, but that's the extreme case. So maybe just don't order the croissant. Don't take the risk.
That's my point. Yeah.
Don't take the risk.
Bye.